Hi, welcome to Pilates, guys. My name's Michelle, and I'll be taking you through the class today. I've got a TheraBand that I'll be using today. No stress if you don't have a TheraBand. You could use just a long hand towel, or you don't need to use anything at all. It's just there as a little assist if you need it or if you've got it. Alrighty, let's start with both feet on the floor, both sets of toes and knees pointing straight ahead. Everything's nicely stacked. Ankles, knees and hips, ribs and shoulders, one stacked above the other. We're going to start with a big breath in as you shrug your shoulders, and a big breath out, let them drop. And again, breath in, shoulders shrug up to the ears, and as you breathe out, just let it drop. And just take note as to what feels nice, what doesn't feel nice. Does the tension go away, or does the tension stay in the body? One more here, we shrug and let the arms come down. Now as we breathe in, bring the arms out, up and over the head, lift the chest to look behind the hands, turn the palms away from each other and press through the air to bring the hands back down. We go again, breath in, palms face up to the ceiling, lifting the chest as you lift the arms, and a breath out, press down, long and through. Two more like this. Breath in, lift, lift, lift. Feel energized through your body. Breath out, bring it down. One more here. Breath in, lift the arms, lift the chest. Keep this position up the top here. Just turn the palms to face the same direction that you are facing. So draw the tummy in, keep the torso nice and long, and drop the elbows as you lift the sternum to the ceiling. A little arch through the upper back. And bring the arms back up. If I go side on, you might be able to see elbows pull down, chest gets to lift, and there's a little arch. Lower back stays nice and neutral. Two more here. There's a breath out and a breath in. One more here for me, guys. Breath out, a little arch. Breath in, lift it up, and bring the arms back down. Lovely for me, guys. We're going to lie you down on the floor, lying down on your mat, on your back. So again, place your feet flat on the floor. The feet are nice and level to each other. Rolling down, find that neutral pelvis, neutral spine. So a glass of something might sit nice and level on the hips. Hands relax either side of the torso. Palms face down if that's comfortable. Let the back of the arms melt into the floor. Let the shoulders feel relaxed. And let your collarbone feel open. From here for me, guys, your pelvic curl, a little tilt of the pelvis, a squeeze of the glutes, a lift of the hips. We lift the hips up through to the ceiling. Breath in at the top and a breath out. We roll and articulate back down. And again, breath out, tilt the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. And a breath out, we roll and melt back down. So continue with your pelvic curls for me, guys. And as we continue, just a little adjustment every now and again if you need. Legs can come closer to you. Legs might need to pull further away. Just trying to find the articulation through the spine. Think about the knees. Knees want to track in a straight line between the ankles and hips. And a breath out, roll it back down. Let's go for two more like this. Breath out, tilt the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Breath in and a breath out. We roll and re-articulate back through to the mat. Last one, lifting. Keep the hips high for me on this one. And on this one, just find a feeling like the heels could pull a little bit closer to your bottom. You get a little extra squeeze through your hamstrings and glutes. And then once you've found that squeeze, holding the squeeze as long as you can, roll and melt back down. Let's go for four more like that. Tilt the pelvis, squeeze the bottom, lift the hips. Take a breath or two to find that extra little contraction. Heels pull to the tail, knees pull long in opposition. Keep the feet heavy in the mat and roll the hips back down. Breath in at the bottom, last two. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Take a breath just to find that extra little contraction and roll and melt back down. One more here for me, guys. Tilting, rolling and articulating up. Find that extra little squeeze and we roll it back down. Beautiful work for me, guys. Again, finding that neutral, a little adjustment. Feel long through the spine. Hands are going to interlace. Hands are behind the head. Elbows are high, and we find a little tuck of the chin. Breath out, our chest lift, your little crunch. Breath in, you bring it back down. Breath out, you lift head and torso. Breath in, bring the head and torso back down. So it's not about how high you might be lifting. It's about how much control you can find in your tummy. Breath out, tummy pulls in away from the clothing. Breath in, you bring it down. One more here for me, guys. Lifting head and shoulders. Hold the head high. Bring the arms long and forward. Grab behind your legs and just a little extra pull. See if you could lift a little higher through to the shoulder blades. Keeping the shoulder blades just touching the floor. So keeping the torso where it is. Hands back behind the head. Lengthen the right leg out long. It relaxes on your mat. Left leg gets to follow the right. And then a breath out, we lower head and shoulders down. Again, breath out, lifting head and shoulders here. And a breath in, bring the head and shoulders back down. Two more. Breath out, lifting to the base of the shoulder blades. And a breath in, you bring it back down. Heels of both legs press heavy into the mat. And bring the torso back down for me, guys. Lovely. Relax the head on the floor. A little adjustment if you feel you need. Float the arms up and overhead. Palms face the ceiling. Think about your ribs here for me, guys. Try and soften the ribs. Don't let them stay popped open. Draw the tummy in. Press both legs into the mat. Yeah? Big breath in as you float the arms up to point straight up to the ceiling. Breath out, chin tucks, navel pulls in. Your chest lift, arms reach to your toes. And a breath in and out to lower head and arms back to the mat. Again, a breath in, arms float up, chin gets to tuck. A breath out, reach, reach, reach as you lift. And a breath in and out, lower back down. One more like this for me, guys. Breath in, you float the arms, tuck the chin. And a breath out, can you lift a little higher? And a breath in and out. Bring everything back down. Same, but different for me, guys. Keep the arms where they are. They're by your ears. Palms face the ceiling. Ribs are connected. Now press that left leg heavy into the mat. Feel like you could float the right leg, but don't float it just yet. Left leg is heavy into the floor. Right leg just feels a little lighter. A breath in, float the arms, tuck the chin, float the leg as you breathe out. And a breath in and out, lower the leg, lower the chest, lower the arms. Two more. Left leg presses into the floor. Breath in, you float the arms, the head, the leg as you breathe out. And a breath in and out, bring everything back down. One more here on the right side. Pressing the left leg down, chin tucks, navel pulls in. That was your breath in and a breath out. You get to float. Breath in and out, bring it back down. Same, but now with the left leg floating. So before you go, a little adjustment. Feel comfortable on the floor. Press that right leg heavy into the mat. Make that left leg feel a little lighter. And then when you're ready, a breath in, arms float, chin tucks, navel pulls in. Left leg gets to float as you reach the arms down. Breath in and out. Lower the chest, lower the leg, lower the arms. Two more. Breath in, chin tucks, navel pulls in. And a breath out as you reach and float. Breath in and out, bring it back down. One more here for me, guys. Floating, lengthening and lifting. Bring it back down. We've got two more. One more for each leg, but we're going to go into our hundreds breathing. So you're going to hang up there for a while. If you feel you need a rest, bring the leg down, bring the torso down. Have a rest when you feel you need. But big breath in, lengthen through the torso, soften the ribs, press that left leg down, navel pulls in. There's a breath in as you float. Breath out as you lift the leg and hold it here. We pulse the arms as you breathe in and out. Breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 4, 5, in through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more rounds. And an out. Tummy pulls in, tummy pulls deeper, and relax the leg, relax the chest, relax the arms. Bring it back down. We've got one more round with the left leg floating for me, guys. So again, a little adjustment. Feel long. Press the right leg heavy into the mat. Draw the tummy in. A breath in. Arms float, chin tucks, navel pulls in. We float the left leg. And up the top here, we pulse the arms as you breathe in. And out. In for 5. And out for 5. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. Beautiful work. Last round. And relax the leg, relax the torso, relax the arms. Beautiful work. Bring the arms back down by your side. Bend the legs. Grab your TheraBand if you have one handy for me, guys. That right leg is going to go into the TheraBand. So if you don't have a TheraBand, don't stress. The right leg will just go straight up to the floor. The left leg can stay bent and on the floor, or you could lengthen that left leg down. Regardless, the left leg feels heavy as the heel or the foot presses into the mat. The elbows are on the floor if you're holding the band. Shoulders are relaxed and the collarbone feels open. Can you breathe in as you let that right leg reach over to the left? Breathe out to bring it back to the middle. Breath in, let the right leg reach over to the right. Breathe out to bring it back to the middle. So a little tick-tock action left to right. Hips still pretty much stay anchored on the floor for me, guys. You want to disassociate the movement of that right leg from the body, from the hips, from the torso. Everything on the floor stays as still as you can hold. Everything in the air gets to go left and right. One more time here to the right. And bring the leg back to center. We're going to circle that right leg around. So keeping the shoulders relaxed on the mat. Bring the leg across to the left. Swoop that right leg down to the floor, back up and around. Breath in as you cut across. Breath out as you swoop the leg down and around. Find your own little tempo for me, guys. A slow tilt across, a little extra tempo to swoop the leg down and around. Breath in and a breath out. One more in this direction for me, guys. Bring it out, swoop it down and around. So I'm going to take the band out. If you don't have a band in place, that left leg is still heavy. That right leg falls out now to the right, reversing your circles. Bring it up and around. There's a breath in and a breath out. Breath in, we fall the leg to the side. Breath out, bring it up and around. Breath in and a breath out. 2 more circles here. Breath in and a breath out. Pelvis stays as stable as you can. Beautiful work. Last one here. And circle down and around. Right leg bends, bring it back down to the mat. Left leg comes in, a little adjustment if you need. Left leg to tabletop. Left leg goes long. Right leg can stay bent and on the floor, or you can lengthen him down. Regardless where the right leg is, it feels heavy. So now without the band, a little tick-tock, bring that left leg across to the right. Bring it back to the center. Bring the left leg out to the left. Bring it back to center. There's a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and a breath out. Let's go for 2 more each way. Lovely. Keeping that pelvis nice and stable. Breath in over to the right, out back to the middle. Breath in over to the left, out back to middle. We have our circles for me, please. Bring the left leg across to the right, swoop it down, back, up and around. Breath in and a breath out. Breath in, bring it across. Breath out, complete your circle. So I truly don't mind how you breathe for me, guys, as long as you don't hold your breath. That would be the worst evil. Last circle here, cut it across. Bring it down and around. So now we reverse the circles. Let the left leg fall to the left. Bring it down and around. Breath in and a breath out. We've got 4. There are 3. Last 2. And 1. Beautiful work for me, guys. Bring the left leg in, bring the right leg in, round into a ball. Couple rolls here to the left, couple rolls to the right. So holding the tops of the legs onto the tops of the shins, draw the tummy in, eyes look in between your legs towards your ankles, a little rock forward and back. So you can use those legs initially, and then you want to find a feeling of the tummy pulling in and then the tummy just relaxing. 3 more little rocks forward and back, a little roll like a ball. There's 2. 1 more here. Beautiful work. Same, but slightly different, guys. Keep hold of the right leg. Draw it in nice and close. Let the left leg go long. Suction cup the toes of the right leg to the left knee. Draw the tummy in. Roll it back and roll it forward. We go again. Lean it back. Draw the tummy in and bring it back down. 1 more here. Breath in and a breath out. Bring the legs back down, swapping legs. Left leg goes long. Get back on my mat. Left leg goes long, right leg goes, right leg is long, left leg's tucked in. The toes of the left leg are attached to the right knee. Draw the tummy in, lean it back, and we roll. Roll it back and forward. So this is my dodgy side, yeah? A little harder here on this side for me. Might be a little easier for you. Last one. Draw the tummy in, roll it back, roll it forward. Both legs come in, draw the tummy in, slowly roll onto a little pivot point. So you're on your tailbone, the tummy pulls in, slowly guide yourself down, through to the mat. Legs come to tabletop for me, guys. A glass of something rests on your shins, so the shins are parallel to the ceiling. Tail is heavy into the mat and shoulders have lifted. We're going to grab that left leg, draw it in nice and close. Extend the right leg here for me, guys. Breath out as you swap, bring the right leg in. Breath out as you swap, bring the left leg in. Swapping legs, breath out, breath out, breath in, breath in. So 2 little knee pulls with a breath in and 2 knee pulls with a breath out. If that doesn't feel comfortable, guys, again, as long as you're breathing, 4 to go. 3 to go. 2 more each side. Last one each side. Bring the legs back to tabletop. So knees are above the hips, shins are parallel to the floor. Keep those legs in that 90-degree angle, supporting head and shoulders with the hand. If you need to take the pressure out of the neck, relax head and shoulders back down. But if you can, draw the tummy in, suction cup the legs together, hinging from the hips to let the toes come down to tap the floor, and a breath out to bring the legs back home. Breath in as you lower the legs down. Breath out as you bring it back up. Breath in, tail stays heavy, back stays in a stable position. So you want to find that neutral position of the spine and hold it nice and still. 3 more here. Breath in, we lower from the hips. Breath out, scoop up those lower abs to bring the legs back home. Breath in as you lower. Breath out to bring it back home. 1 more here. There's a breath in and a breath out. If all felt good through the lower back, guys, same, but slightly different. Breath in, take the legs long. Breath out, bring it home. Breath in, you extend the legs long. Breath out, you bring it home. So if you'd like, hands reach for the ankles. Breath in, let the legs go long. Breath out, bring the knees in. breath in, and a breath out. Again, if everything feels good for me, guys, arms and legs go long in opposition, swoop the legs around, grab the ankles. Breath in, and a breath out. Breath in, and a breath out. Breath in, and out. One more here. Beautiful work. Relax the head down. Couple rolls to the left. Couple rolls to the right with those legs, with the hips. Keep the legs in tabletop. One more thing here and we'll change position. Arms go out either side. Arms are in a letter T, or they can be parallel to each other, if that makes sense. So a definite T. We don't want the arms too high up. They can be a little lower if that feels nicer for your shoulders. Super glue those knees and feet together for me, guys. Breath in, let the knees roll over to the right. Keep the shoulders relaxed on the mat. Breath out, press the right leg into the left to bring you back home. Breath in, roll over to the left, shoulders stay heavy on the floor. Breath out, left leg presses into the right to bring you back home. 2 more each way. There's a breath in and a breath out. Top leg feels like it could pull a little further away. It leads the way over, but the bottom leg pushes you back home. 1 more each way. There's a breath in and a breath out. Last one here to the left. Breath in and a breath out. Grabbing hold of one leg, lengthen the other leg out and allow that to bring you back up to a sitting position, guys. Legs are long and legs are just as wide as your hips or possibly a little wider. Toes point straight up to the ceiling. We've got a spine stretch coming our way. Again, I like to interlace my fingers and I'd like to have your hands either side of your ears and the elbows just within your peripheral vision. Sitting tall like you're leaning up against the wall for me, guys. And then as you breathe out, tuck the chin to the chest, navel pulls in, reach the crown of the head forward. Breath in, you hold. Breath out, scoop the tummy, roll all the way back up to sit tall. So you want to feel tall through the torso. Breath out, chin to chest, navel pulls in, reach it forward. There's a breath in and a breath out, roll all the way back up to sitting tall. 2 more like this, chin to chest, navel pulls in, reaching forward, back of the legs stay long if that's comfortable. Breath out, bring it back home. Let me just point out, if the long legs don't feel nice, guys, you might just like a little bend just to take that pressure out of the lower back. Breath in though for me, 1 more here. Breath out, chin to chest, navel pulls in, reach it forward through the crown of the head. Breath out, bring it all the way back up. Same, but slightly different, guys. Arms are forward, palms can face each other or palms can face the floor. Breath in, feel like the little finger or the palms press down a little way. Chin to chest, navel pulls in, reach the chin down to the thighs, reach the arms long to the toes, and a breath out, roll all the way back up. There are 3 more here. Chin to chest, navel pulls in, arms feel like they could press. Breath in and a breath out, roll it back up. 2 more little spine stretches for me, guys. Chin to chest, navel pulls in, reach it forward. Breath in and a breath out, bring it all the way back up. 1 more here. Chin to chest, navel pulls in, reach. Breath in and a breath out, roll all the way back up. Beautiful work for me, guys. We're going to flip you over onto your tummies. So I would love your hands on the edge of the mat, and I'd love you to feel like your elbows are definitely in front of the shoulders. So you don't want the shoulder and the elbows stacked. Elbows are definitely a little bit further in front. Heels are definitely on the floor for me, guys. Heels, toes are definitely on the floor, as are our hips. Now I want you to feel tall through the torso, almost sphinx-like through the spine. So you want to feel that the sternum is lifted and the chest feels open. Eyes are really interested in somewhere on the floor in front of your fingers. So you're not looking straight ahead at the wall in front of you. There's a slight angle down with the eyes. Shoulders melt into your back pocket. Draw the tummy in. Now, if this is not comfortable for your lower back for me, guys, just bring the hands one on top of the other with the forehead on top of those hands. But this would be the preference if it feels nice for the torso. A little squeeze of your seat. Draw the tummy in. Can you lift the knees a little higher off the mat? And then bending the right knee, 2 little kicks to the bottom and take the leg long and down. 2 little kicks with the left leg. Take the leg long and down. Breath out, breath in to lengthen. Breath out, in to lengthen. So you want to keep the torso as stable as you can. You don't want to feel like you're bopping forward and back as you aim to kick your bottom. Knees are a little bit lifted, gets everything working through the back of the legs that way. 1 more each side for me, guys. Last 2. Breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in. Lower the chest down, hands by your shoulders, knees are wide, heels together. Draw the tummy in and push back into your rest position for me, guys. Hold it here for 2 breaths. Hold it here for 1. Perfect work for me, guys. We're going to come down lying on your left-hand side. I would love that left elbow underneath the left shoulder here. Hand can be down flat on the floor, or you could have the hand like you're holding a hammer. If this does not feel comfortable for your shoulder though, you could lie flat on the mat. So this would be the preference if we can. Left elbow under left shoulder, pressing down through the arm to the floor. Feel anchored through the left side. Left oblique, the left side of your tummy feels lifted and strong. The left leg on the floor, there's 90 degrees at the knee. The knee is definitely in front of the torso. Right leg is long and under the body. Draw the tummy in. Feel a little lifted through the sternum, but don't feel like the ribs have popped open. So the ribs pull down, shoulders melt, navel pulls in. Lengthen the right leg towards the far wall and float the leg. Bring it back down. Breath out as you float. Breath in, you bring it back down. Tummy pulls in, tummy pulls a little deeper. Breath out and a breath in. There are 4 more. You have 3. You have 2. Last one here, keep that leg floating for me. Draw the tummy in, stay lifted through that left side. Press everything down into the floor through that left elbow. If you're feeling a little tired through the neck and shoulders, you could look down to the elbow, takes the pressure out of the neck. But keeping that right leg nice and long, can you go for 5 circles? There are 4. There are 3. You have 2. Last circle. Can you reverse your circles again for 5? There are 4. You have 3. There are 2. Last 1. 1 more activity here. Keep that right leg long. Make it feel like it could pull a little further out from the hip. Keep that right leg flexed. Kick it forward. Kick, kick. Point the toes. Squeeze the bottom back. Flex the foot forward. Kick, kick. Point and squeeze. You don't want to feel any tension through that left shoulder. Keep the torso as still as you can. There's a little sway forward and back, but not a massive movement through the torso if you can. 1 more here. We go kick, 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 kick forward. Bring that leg long behind. Go a little further back. Make it reach diagonally across the room. Right arm wants to feel long in front. Reach the ceiling with that right arm as you reach the floor long behind with that right leg. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. And bring it in for me, guys. Let's flip it over. Same on the other side. So a little swapping over. Right elbow is on the floor. Again, if that's not comfy, just relax the arms straight out and relax the head on the bicep. So the elbow under the shoulder, lifted through that right oblique. Right knee, definitely 90 degree at the hip and the knee. Left leg is long. Lengthen out of that hip. From the top hip, stay lifted out of the oblique on that bottom side. Draw the tummy in. Flex the foot if you can. Can you float? And bring it back down. There's a breath out and a breath in. Tummy pulls in. Shoulders stay relaxed. That left hand can be wherever it needs to be. He can be in front to give you a little extra support. He can be on your tummy to remind you to stay activated. He can relax on that left leg. Beautiful work. Last one, float the leg there. Draw the tummy in. Stay long through the torso. 5 circles. 4. You've got 3. Stay lifted and lengthened out of that support shoulder. Last 2. Last 1. Reverse your circles. There are 5. You have 4. There are 3. You have 2. Last 1. Keep the leg there. Draw the tummy in. Stay lifted through that right side. Kick the leg forward and point and squeeze to bring it home. Breath in, kick, kick. Breath out, you point and squeeze. Breath in, kick, kick. Breath out, point and squeeze. Remember, if your neck's feeling a little funky, a little tired, look down to the elbow to the floor. Last one here. We go kick, kick forward. Point and squeeze. Bring the leg long behind. Lengthen that left arm long in front. Reach for the far wall on either side of the room. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. And bring it down for me, guys. Beautiful work. Flipping over onto all fours. Hands under shoulders. Knees under hips for me, guys. Let me just fix this belt. So you are long through the spine. Draw the tummy in. Could we go a little cat-cow? Scoop the tummy around the spine. Bring it back to neutral and beyond. We go again. Scoop the tummy around the spine. Bring it back to neutral and beyond. One more time. Scoop and round. Separate those shoulder blades. Bring it back to neutral. So your tail feels heavy, feels long through that sit bone here. You could balance a glass of champagne on the hips for me, guys. You could balance a cup of coffee on your shoulder. You could balance a glass of water on the back of your head. Eyes are really interested in the floor between those hands. Drawing the tummy in. Can you go left leg or right arm? Make them go long together. Breath in or out. Bring them back down. Little shift of weight. Left arm, right leg, go long together. And bring it back down. I like a breath in as I slide opposite arm and leg long and float. And a breath in and out to bring them back home. So thinking about those drinks that might be balancing on your torso for me, guys. Keep everything nice and long. You've got 4 more. You have 3 more. Really nice. Last 2. One more here. Keep that left arm and right leg long. Lengthen that arm a little further away from your crown. Lengthen that right leg a little further away from your tail. Keep that right toe pointed. Lower that toe to tap the floor. Breath out to lift. Breath in as you lower. Breath out as you float. That left arm feels like it could touch the far wall as that right leg lowers and lifts. There are 4 more. Think about the drinks on that tail. You don't want the tail to arch. Definitely don't want to feel anything in the lower back. Last one here. Bring the arm and leg back down. A little adjustment if you need. Right arm, left leg, go long. Lengthen that right arm a little further out. Lengthen that left leg a little further behind. Keep those toes on the left pointed. We lower and lift. Breath in to lower. Breath out to float. So again, if you're feeling something through the lower back, you might just be lifting a little too high. It's truly not about how high you might float that leg. It's about how long you can feel through those limbs. 2 more here. 1 more here. And bring the arm and leg down. Again, just push back into your rest position. Hold it here for 2 breaths. Hold it here for 1. We are going into a front support or a plank. So, going to start with a little hover. Toes tuck under. Navel pulls in, hands and knees directly under the shoulders. Zip up those skinny jeans. And on a breath in, could you hover the knees off the mat? On a breath out, lower the knees back down. There are 3, yeah? Breath in, you float the knees. Breath out, you bring it down. One more here. There's a breath in, you float. Breath out, you bring it down. Same, but different. If that's enough, guys, stay there. But if you could you float the knees off the mat? Could you lengthen the left leg out? Could you lengthen the right leg out? Bring the left leg in. Bring the right leg in. Lower the knees back down. We go again. Could you float the knees just off the mat? Lengthen out the right leg. Attach it to the floor. Lengthen out that left leg. And again, right leg comes in. Left leg comes in. Lower back down. One more time each side for me, guys. Can you float those knees? Can you lengthen the left leg out? Can you lengthen the right leg out? Bring the left leg in. Bring the right leg in. Lower the legs down. Last time for me, guys. We float. Take that right leg out. Take the left leg out. Bring the right leg in. Bring the left leg in. And relax for me, guys. Just push back onto your heels, a couple little circles each way through those wrists. Beautiful work for me, guys. Kneeling up tall. So knees, I'm going to go just side on so you can see. Knees are a little wider than our hips. So there's a definite little triangle here. Go back this way. A definite squeeze of those heels together. Knees are a little wider than the hips. Hips are forward. There's a little squeeze through your seat, through your saddlebags. Arms are long and forward. Squeeze those heels together. Draw the tummy in. Keep the torso nice and long. Leaning back as you breathe in. Squeeze your glutes like you don't want to fart to bring the torso back up. Breath in. Leaning back. Draw the tummy in. Squeeze the glutes a little more to bring the torso forward. We go again. There's a breath in. A little further if you can. Breath out to bring it back. Last one here. Hopefully finding a little stretch through the front of the legs. Breath in. And a breath out. Beautiful work for me, guys. Hands go down onto the mat. Tuck your toes under. Pushing back onto your feet. And keeping the knees soft. Let's roll it up. Breath in at the top. Breath out, chin to chest, navel pulls in or roll it down. Hands or fingers in contact with the floor for me, guys, yeah? So palms could be down. Fingers might just touch, or you could have your knuckles on the floor. But if you could bend both knees and lengthen both legs long. Breath in, you bend. Breath out, you press. 2 more. Bend. Bottom gets to lower down. Press. Lengthen those legs long. 1 more here. Breath in and a breath out. Soften both knees. Same but different. Just 1 leg at a time. Pressing the left leg back and a bend in that left knee. Pressing the right leg back and a bend. So the heels stay planted into the floor as you lengthen out 1 leg at a time. Last 2. 1 more each side. Hopefully finding a stretch through the calf, through the hamstring, maybe a little glutes. I've lost count, but 1 more here for me, guys. Pressing the right leg long, bending both knees, draw the tummy in, come all the way back up to standing tall. At the top, 3 shoulder rolls in one direction, 3 shoulder rolls in the reverse, and we are done for today for me, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the class today, guys. We'll see you all next time. Bye for now.